United as Africa.
Yes, hello everyone, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. You're most welcome. We are here to share our thought, to find solution, to make changes. So, kings and queens, yesterday I shared the video concerning about the new Air Burkina Faso plane purchased by the leadership of Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore. When I was editing that video, one thing came to my mind. I asked myself, why within a short time, Captain Ibrahim Traore, within a short time, purchased, of course, let me analyze, purchased military equipments, Captain Ibrahim Traore within a short time, agricultural equipments, also Captain Ibrahim Traore nationalized mines, gold mines. Captain Ibrahim Traore bought mobile clinics. But you know that Captain Ibrahim Traore, he's in power for almost 1.5 year. But within a short time, you see what Captain Ibrahim Traore has done. But we have leaders, presidents who stay in power for more than maybe 20 years. But it looks like they have not done much enough compared to what Captain Ibrahim Traore did. You know why? The issue is about attitude. So that's why I decided to come with this topic. What is our mentality toward changing Africa or our countries? When you come to power, what is your behavior that will impact the people, citizens, to change Africa or your country? What is your emotion, the way you react to things, so that you can change your country or your mother continent, Africa? So, if you look, many of our attitude, of course, many of us, our attitude are negative. Many of us, our attitude are negative. That's why we cannot achieve like what Captain Ibrahim Traore achieved. If you look, the age of Captain Ibrahim Traore is almost 36 years old. But let us ask ourselves, how many Africans, young people with the age of 36 years like Captain Ibrahim Traore? And what have we done? Even a small thing to change our continent, our community, our countries, what have we done? Maybe we don't have power to do big things like Captain Ibrahim Traore because we are not presidents or we are not in public offices. But what have we done in our family level at this age like Captain Ibrahim Traore? If our attitude is positive, we have impacted in our families, in our community. But if our attitude is negative, it means we are waiting someone to do for us. And that is what is happening in Africa. That our attitude is that we think that there is someone outside in Europe. Oh, my pen is not working well. In Europe or China or America that will come to help us. So our attitude is that we think there's someone who is in America, who is in China, who is in Europe will come to change our mother continent, Africa. So our mentalities is that we think we cannot achieve by standing our own feet. That's why sometimes you find even those who are in political classes, those who are in power, we believe that for we to achieve, for we Africans to have development, we need to find investors. We need to find the Chinese to come to invest in our minerals. We need to find Europeans to come and invest in our minerals. We need to find outsiders to come and invest in our minerals. And even today, we find some people to come and invest in agriculture to feed us. So you see our attitude of today. But the young leader of Burkina Faso, I think he has a positive attitude. That's why he has done all these things within a short time. There are those who believes that maybe to be a president within 1 year or 1 or 2 years, like Captain Ibrahim Traore, you cannot achieve all these things. You need to stay in power for maybe 10 years or 15 years in order for you to achieve these things. No. If your attitude is positive, you can achieve all these things. The way you think, the way you act, and the way you react. You see, kings and queens? So we need to change our attitude. We need to change our attitude. You know, sometimes I was asking myself, how is it possible the Europeans came together in Berlin 1884 to 1885 to divide this continent into this country that we have today. And yet, they succeeded to control the entire continent of Africa. But they still control Africa till today because those borders are still there. But today, Africa with almost 1.4 billion people failed to change colonial borders. It means our attitude is to remain with colonial borders. We don't think out of the box that these borders are people who sat down in Berlin dividing the continent for their own purpose, the aim is to exploit Africa. So now we have no colonialism, so why we remain with these borders? Why the colonialism is over? So to remain with these borders, it means we are still embracing colonialism. We are still welcoming those who colonized us, say, continue, the border is still there, come and take your resources. And that is what we are doing right now. We are calling them as investors, partners. We call development partners. But if our attitude is positive, we can start thinking that we have been providing these resources to other countries. Europe is the way it is today because of Africa, because of these borders. So let us now start building capacities to our young men and women. Let us now start producing engineers. Those engineers can operate in our minerals, in our roads, in our buildings, instead of what we are doing today, that everything is being constructed, done by the Chinese, by Europeans, by Americans. You see? Let us build capacities to our young men and women to make sure that they can engage in agriculture, to make sure that we can feed ourselves. And that's what Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing. You know, when Captain Ibrahim Traore bought tractors, there are those who ask themselves, why this young soldier decided to buy agricultural equipment? It's because of attitude, mentality. You know very well, for we to survive and to be free, we need to feed ourselves. So how can we feed ourselves if we can't produce food? In order for these people to go to work into farms, we need to have peace, security. That's why I bought military equipment. You see? For agricultural product to move from one place to another, it needs also security, infrastructures. For the country to be wealth, to control resources, that's why you nationalize mines. For the people to work in the farms, in military, in industries, they need to be healthy, good health. That's why Captain Ibrahim Traore bought these mobile clinics and building hospitals. Those are just attitude. That's why I'm saying we need to change our attitude. So, but there are some people who are still believing that if you sick, we have those people. If you sick, you learn to Dubai, you learn to UK, to London, wherever, to seek treatment. But you, one person who learn to Europe to seek treatment, you are not working in the farms. You are not working in military. You are not working in industries. So just imagine if all people who are working in farms are to go to Europe to seek treatment, who will remain in the continent? How much you are going to spend? So that's why you see, that's why I'm saying that it's about the issue of attitude. And that's why every now and then I'm saying, as the people of Africa, in and out of this continent, we need to protect this young man, Captain Ibrahim Traore. Of course, there are so many. Sometimes people ask me, why every now and then you are talking about Captain Ibrahim Traore? I'm talking about Captain Ibrahim Traore because what he's doing is amazing. We have many leaders who have done maybe more than Captain Ibrahim Traore. But at his age of 36 years, the time he's in power, he's doing wonders. He's doing wonders. And we see challenges facing the country such as Burkina Faso. More than 17 coup attempts against him, but still has positive attitude, focus that I need to change Burkina. I need to change my continent. I want to bring dignity and respect to our people. So that's why I'm trying to take example of Captain Ibrahim Traore. We have seen some of us taking the ball, going to China, asking for help, asking for help, asking for help. You know, we need this, we want to build schools. You know, one day I was shocked because maybe it is normal sometimes to accept, but when I see Member of Parliament welcoming the foreigner to inaugurate pit toilet, not a flushing toilet, pit toilet. So even pit toilet, we need foreigners, we need aid to do those things that can be done here in the continent of Africa. Our attitude. You know, sometimes the people are wondering what these Africans are thinking about. You have minerals, you have everything, but you take your ball and go to Europe asking for money, whatever. It is good because we get money, you learn, government, whatever. But all in all, let us change our attitude. Let us change our mentalities. Let us change our mother continent, Africa. We have resources. If we change our attitude, see, Europeans, the attitude of Europeans is to conquer Africa. They don't believe that Africans can survive themselves. That's why they have slavery. Then after slavery, colonialism. After colonialism, now they have neo-colonialism. And now we have scramble for Africa. That's why they don't believe their mentality or their attitude is to control Africa. That's the attitude. But what is the attitude of Africans on changing Africa? So, kings and queens, those are just my opinions. I'm just trying to share what I have with you because we are here, as I said many times, to share our thoughts, to see what we can offer, how we can find solutions for our challenges. So we need also to change our attitude, to believe in ourselves that we can do, we can change it. We don't need assistance. What if these people are not there? Look at our ancestors, how they survived. Our ancestors survived during colonialism, slavery. How they survived. Let us ask ourselves, how weak are we? It means this generation, we are too weak. We can't feed ourselves. We can't heal our people. We can't build infrastructures for our people. Everything is coming from out, For how long we continue to accept? Let us change our attitude. Let us say we can change. Do small things in a great way. I know we cannot do a great things like Captain Ibrahim Traore because he has power, he's a president. So everyone where you are, in your home, in your family, do small things in a great way. Small thing in a great way. Go and think what you can offer to your family. Not only money. So sometimes you think if you had money, you are working maybe somewhere in a good company, you can offer money. That is not enough. Find things that you can. That's why you see the Europeans, when they come to Africa, they don't think about money. They think about how they can own resources. They don't think about money. If you want money, they can give you. What they want is the land. They take the land. They take minerals, resources. That's what we need to do. So even Africans, wherever you are, see how you can own resources. Not to hold money. This money can change at any time. So, kings and queens, those are just my opinions. Of course, I know I'm not correct. Maybe sometimes I'm disappointing you, but all in all, forgive me. I'm just sharing what I think and what I have so that all of us, we can try to find solutions, best solutions for our challenges. What we want to see, my dear kings and queens, we want to see developed Africa, peaceful Africa, the Africa that have dignity, respected. That's what we want to see. We will pass away, but Africa will remain. So let us create good environment for the coming generations. And that's what the other civilizations are doing. When you see the Chinese today investing in Africa, they're not just thinking about the current generation, they're thinking about the next generations. So we Africans, we need to change our attitude on how we can create the better future for the coming generation. So kings and queens, thank you.